incredible first half as they are rolling 24-3 with Jason Kelsey, Ryan Clark. I am Scott Van Pelt. It feels in here a bit like a bowl game or a college football playoff in that there's representation for both sides. The atmosphere is remarkable. I give Rams fans a ton of credit. There are so many here, and they got a lot to cheer from. The Darnold struggles in Minnesota feel like they're compounded here. What are you seeing on that side?
Well, yeah, I mean, they're still giving up major pressure. I mean, Sam Darnold's been pressured on 41% of his dropbacks, been sacked 6 times, and then turned the ball over twice. I mean, it's been a horror show on offense for the Minnesota Vikings.
And from the Los Angeles side, Ryan, when you get the sense that there's a wobbling fighter in the cage, you go for the knockout, don't you?
And here's what's crazy. This isn't even a team that pressures in that manner. They usually like to rush forward, but they've been getting pressure on Sam Darnold in all kind of ways, whether it's B. Young winning in one-on-ones or you're bringing extra people from the back end, winning in the interior. Also seeing guys like Kobe Durant come off of the edge and create pressure today. I love what the Rams are doing defensively. They smelled blood in the water, and they've been attacking.
And they're playing great on both sides of the ball. Great. Matthew Stafford, we talked about the passing game, has struggled the last few weeks. He is having a hell of a game out there. I thought it was going to be getting some grades. He said, like, what, 4 or 5? I mean, it's been the Matthew Stafford show offense.
Matthew Stafford started this game early, Scott, but you and I were
11
talking.
of 12,
yeah, you and I were talking before we came on, and you mentioned not punting and going for it on 4th down and how that compounded on top of all the negatives.
It felt like desperation from Minnesota. And listen, I think we all understand the analytics and the aggression of the modern NFL, but you go for that and your guy gets sacked and then they score, and now it feels like this game's gotten completely away from Minnesota, even though you get the ball.
And you know, every one of these plays feels like a referendum on what Sam Darnold or where he'll be next year. Yes, it is, right?
Wow.
Because you're sitting there trying to evaluate what he looks like in the biggest moments. And in the biggest 2 games of the season, he wasn't protected and he folded under the pressure.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's been a bad couple games. So hopefully he can come out here, have a great second half, and make this a ball game. But, yeah, it's been a rough first half. And last Sam Darnold.
It was a steep climb before that sack and score late, and now it looks like a monstrous hill to climb for Minnesota. They do get the ball, though, coming out of the locker room. As everyone knows, the reason we're here in Arizona is because what has happened in Los Angeles. And with that in mind, I think the best of our country shows itself when the best is needed, and you rally around your neighbors. And families